Good day, everybody. Welcome to today's video. Just heading out now for a quick night out camping before I take the big trip to BC. Right now, pretty much most of Alberta is in a fire ban, except for where I'm going. Right now, just south of Indian Graves, heading down towards the Crow's Nest Pass. There's no fire ban in that area, so that's where I'm heading, because I'm a firm believer if you can't have a fire, camping just isn't the same. Look at that view. Just got to go up and over top of that mountain range to get to where we're going. See lots of rocks are bouncing off the fender, so I'll be able to see if my fiberglass patch will be any good or not. Now we're into the Livingston Public Land Use Zone, so you will need a Kananaskis pass. Everything to the right of me, and I think this road is the barrier. Y'all got camping nodes and stuff here. Looks like there's one camper out there, but nobody else. Back in the day, you could just camp wherever, but you can't now. You also used to be able to go 4x4 in here back in the day, and you cannot do that anymore either. There used to be a cabin way back in the bush, and that had been around since the rancher days, like 100 and some years ago. That disappeared too, which is kind of sad, because I was in my 20s when you used to be able to go 4x4 in here, so that's like 30 years ago now. Road ahead, not recommended for vehicles pulling trailers. Remember when I said about the camping pass, how I didn't think it was, I don't see any effects from the money? Actually, I take that back, because I see things set up here, like bathrooms and stuff now that never used to be there before. So maybe the money is going towards using things that are good. So this is where we start to climb up and over the mountain. Small trailer like mine with this V8, I'm not too concerned. However, in my Jeep, I probably wouldn't tow it up and over this, because we're going to climb up this mountain range. Just look at these epic views. Yeah, the Lost Lemon Mine is rumored to be somewhere in this area. Lots of people have theories. Maybe it's a fable. Maybe it's real. Nobody knows for sure. Still going, almost at the top. Yeah, there's lots of shale and shit on this top section, so you want to be super careful. So you don't get a flat. Some nice spots in here, but I'm just going to take the drone up and check it out first. Having the drone is always good to do some recon before you just drive in blindly and check out things, especially when you have a trailer. Sometimes you get yourself in a situation that may not be so easy to get out. And since I just got this truck, there's no recovery points. I don't have any winches or anything, so only thing I got is some traction board. So if I get myself into a pickle, I am hoops. I gotta be super careful. So right now, I'm flying the drone over an area where I camped before to see if there's anybody in there. And unfortunately, there's somebody in that spot, which is too bad, because it is actually a really nice spot there, easy access. So I'm just taking the drone a little higher up in the air, and I'm going to fly to the other side, because I know across the creek, there's another campsite there. I don't know if it's going to be as good, but I'm just doing a brief check, and I'm just seeing if there's anybody out there. And it looks clear. Doesn't look like there's anybody there. Fair enough. I also want to take the drone and fly it a little bit further north, because I know that there's campsites along this way too, and they're pretty decent as well. Access to the creek is not as close as for camping wise. If you want to enjoy the creek, you have to walk a little ways away from your campsite, but still gives you an opportunity that you can have the relaxation of hearing the water run and everything else. As I'm flying the drone, I see there's nobody out here, but I don't know if you guys noticed is that there's tons of fire pits all over. So I'm just flying back here one last time across the other side of the bridge because I need to make a decision. Where am I gonna go? Right down there is pretty open, but when I flew over, I noticed there's a little spot that is tucked in the trees, and I'm gonna see if I can get myself in there. So there was somebody in the spot that I was looking at. So now we're just gonna go across the bridge. Well, there's another spot. Right down in here. I've never camped in here before. I think I'm just gonna back myself into here. Got a little bit of wood. It's an interesting place for a shitter. We'll look at that later. I think this will be good. This trailer's gonna be a disaster inside. It's not horrible. That's the shitter. Yeah, I don't think I'd try it. I'll be taking a shit overseeing the creek. That's what I'll be doing. Surprised nobody's burnt that yet. A little bit of wood. There's a bunch of down trees too if I needed. 12 o'clock, I should look at eating something. What is also nice about having a truck, now I got a platform set up. Can do all my stuff and eat. I can actually do that on my trailer too, but I'm not interfering with anything there. I think this is an alright spot. Just want to go for a quick little jaunt here because I see a pathway. I wonder how long it goes. Almost rolled my ankle. Something tells me it doesn't go in far. I don't know if this is a hiking trail or not. A little bit extreme for the scooter. A tripping hazard. As we can see, remains of an old bridge. Yeah, there's lots of places I can still go crownland camping with in the truck. I just have to be more mindful because there's no tow attachments. Almost looks like someone forgot their leveling blocks for a camper, because you could pull a camper in here pretty easy. Nothing like seeing a million cigarette butts in there, that's for sure. Take this little piece for my fire pit. See how clear cut it up top there? That's gonna be my view taking a dump. Just got the speaker plugged in. I'm gonna charge it. Gonna listen to a podcast just to chill right now. Watch the water run. Used to be a light here, but when I rebuilt the trailer, I put a power switch instead because I figured it'd be better. And I do like the gray way better on the trailer too. But it's motherfucking beer time. Session ale by boiling ore, 4.8%. All right, motherfucking beer time, everybody. Just gonna chill. I actually brought my gold pans out. I'm probably going to go down to that river later and do a few pans because, like I said earlier, the lost lemon mine is in this area somewhere. But before I do anything, I'm gonna chill out, smoke a cigar, and relax. I think someone's pulling in here. Probably thinking about maybe they want to camp here too. They could just be here to fish. This is a nice little spot, actually. Oh, this is what I call some relaxation. Stretched out, cigar. Gorgeous day so far. I'm going to tell you right now, this GoTrax all-wheel drive scooter is a blast to take out when you're camping. It's a little bit rocky here, so it's rough, but this thing cruises. I just basically keep it in eco mode, but you got 3 speeds. I have used the second speed and got up to like 40 kilometers an hour, but you could definitely seriously injure yourself on this. It is so much fun. I'm hoping this summer I'm going to get it out to a place where I can just rip around on some trails and stuff that aren't like too crazy, but enough that I can have some fun on. Definitely gives you something else to do when you're out camping instead of just sitting around drinking beer or gathering firewood or something. These are just little sticks they're laying down, but gonna delimb them and chop them up and take them home, because they'll still be good for a fire. CRKT, got that from Cabela's. And I brought the little electric husky out. I didn't plan on cutting any wood, to be honest. That's not a lot of wood, but for me at home, that's probably about 3 fires. Now, this is not a gold bearing area, except for that legend of the Lost Lemon Mine, which is supposedly supposed to be in this area. I've heard anywhere from the Crow's Nest Pass all the way up to close to Rocky Mountain House, but a lot of the story is right around this area in the Livingston Public Land Use Zone. Like I said, 2 of the most realistic tales behind it is, 1, they had stolen gold off people from Fort Steele. So if you went farther north up into Kananaskis, there's an old indigenous trail that would take you over to BC, and that's where people used to go back and forth between Fort Steele and stuff, one of the routes besides heading down to the Crow's Nest Pass, and that he might have robbed and killed some people along the way, and that's where the gold came from. The second one is the theory that I got, is that the Okotoks erratic, which is a rock that was brought way up by Lake Jasper, was brought down here from the glaciers. So all that area in BC is all gold bearing area. So it is very possible that a big boulder or something bearing gold could have came down and they could have found it. Or the very rare chance that there is some sort of magical vein outcrop with some gold. But if you look around and you look at the bedrock, there's no indication of quartz. Quartz is a good indication of mineralization, which is a good sign that there could be gold nearby. That being said, I have been in gold bearing areas where there's lots of quartz and still got skunked. I've never tested this part of the Livingston River. I know that I found some fly poop probably like 40 kilometers south of here, and some other people have found some as well. So we're just gonna go down here and do a couple pans and see what happens. Just walk down to the creek. Wonder how it would have been here 150 years ago. See that little gravel bar? That's where we're gonna head her. This is where everything just kind of drops off. 2 strainers. Shovel's really not that good. But for doing a couple test pans, like right here. Alright. If there is anything. Shake it all down. Yeah, there's like no evidence of black sands or nothing. No indications whatsoever. Looks like there's like pyrite or something. See if we can dig something up on these bedrock cracks here. This shovel is like terrible. All right. Shake all the heavies to the bottom. I'm just doing some quick pans because I know there's nothing in this area, but you never know. No black sands. Not even gold dust. I'm gonna try my luck at fishing now. And by fishing, I mean one of these fishing magnets. See what we can retrieve. All right. You get anything? Nope. Just gonna lightly toss it in this channel. And then round 2, nothing. Gonna try a different spot. Nothing again. All right. Do this one last time. I think it's deep there. Ah. Guess nobody's really throwing any trash in here. Nothing. Been a nice day at camp. Just gonna get the bio light lit up. It's gonna be my view. Still the best chair in the world. That's probably gonna be all the wood I'm gonna burn tonight. And I burn all my garbage too. Some people like to pack it out. I don't want anything attracting any animals whatsoever when I'm out in the wilderness. So if it means burning my trash, burning my trash. Motherfucking beer time, boiling ore, lager. Get out of the sun. Cheers everybody, motherfucking beer time. Gonna relax before I cook my steak and then chill for the rest of the night. There's 2 things that bring me peace and have me relax. Is being out in the wilderness like this, just to chill, and being on the motorbike. By far. Gonna throw some cedar in there and get my steak ready. always burns good. Finish the rest of the Caesar salad off, cook my steak. Fire's still going pretty high, let it burn down a little bit. Got a little too crispy on that side. I'll put it over here. It's a little bit more cooked than I like, but it is what it is. It's not caveman burnt though. That's it, done. Dishes are all done, fire's still going. No message from the pet sitter yet. Probably kick back for another hour or so and retire to inside to watch some movies. The only thing you gotta find around here is coal. Nobody's found the lost lemon mine. I don't think nobody will. Oh yeah. This is really clear cut. Just get things set up for the night, threw a tarp on the back in case it decides to rain. We're supposed to get like 100 mils of rain this weekend, which is surprisingly because it is the anniversary of the flooding. We're gonna get an insane amount of rain. So I wonder how that's going to affect us. I wonder if we're gonna see flooding again. We don't have the snowpack in the mountains though, so we probably won't. Love this time of year. 8:30. Sun is still out. I have been outside all day and I'm gonna head her in and watch some movies. Everything's all set up. Shotgun with buckshot all ready to go. There's been a fair amount of people out here for during the week. This is definitely a grizzly area here for sure. I didn't see any evidence, but that doesn't mean something can't come through during the night. Better be ready. Maybe I'll watch FUBAR. That's what I'll do. What a beautiful morning. Love the sound of the creek in the morning. Beautiful. I slept good. A little bit stiff right now in the morning though. I slept good. One thing I want to point out too, if you look at these rocks, all have round edges. And then you see where the creek or the river is now. At one time the water was running here, so it cut down, and then if you look at the hill you can see the benches. So over the years it just kept winding itself down and down and down, and it's probably at bedrock now. Let's get the day going. Make some coffee. Three sisters, kicking horse. Yeah, I want my coffee a little on the strong side. Such a weird place to put a shitter. Would you guys use it? I'm just waiting for my coffee for a few more minutes. And we'll press her down and get the day going. I'm glad I actually came to this campsite by flying the drone, because I have camped on the other side and I was actually just going to go farther down from those other people and set up camp. But this spot is way nicer. Even though the road is like right there, I can take a shit and people can drive by and they can't see me. At least I hope they couldn't. Yeah, you just go up top there where they clear cut all that. And there's a little trail that goes there where I think people have made to go fishing. All right, motherfucking black coffee time. Got the truck started up. Getting ready to roll out. Everything is cleaned up. I hope you guys enjoyed this little adventure, and I'll see you guys again soon. So I just got home, and this is after one trip. All the rocks that have just pummeled that. So I think fiberglass resin, sheet of fiberglass, and then resin was a good idea, because as it breaks down, I can just keep on coating it. And it's so much easier to wash now too.